Well, my focus tonight is two words: public service, to the country and to the community. I particularly wanted to express appreciation for volunteer public service as exemplified by our recent successful Latah County Fair. But I was preempted by the tragedy that took 13 lives in Washington, D.C. today. Our condolences and heartfelt prayers go out to the families of the victims. So let us please take a moment of silence to send kind and supportive thoughts their way. Thank you. Here, we can recognize and respect the public service of those government employees at the Navy Yard, and especially the dangerous public service performed by the members of many agencies who pulled together to form a SWAT team that arrived in 7 minutes and stopped the shooter from committing further violence. We can mourn for these all too frequent tragedies and become discouraged and frustrated that there's nothing good happening in America anymore, so why bother to volunteer? And that's where renewing our focus comes in. Last weekend at the Latah County Fair, dozens of your friends and neighbors, I would say worked tirelessly, but more appropriately worked themselves almost into the ground to present a community fun fest that showed the best of our county. Just for the animal auction, it takes more than a village to prepare and clean up the stalls and barns, weigh in the livestock, keep track of producers, buyers, sales prices, not to mention judging and ribbons. 4-H and FFA leaders not only teach animal raising throughout the year, but also supervise and train young people in being responsible and following through a project to the end. The youth may receive much more money per pound than market value, but it's the lifetime skills that are the true reward. I don't know how many of you have ever watched a round robin. That's where 4-H kids have a showmanship competition by showing a pig, lamb, steer, and I think a goat. But this year I saw a small animal round robin that was taken very seriously, but just a hoot to watch. Youngsters show a dog, a guinea pig, a chicken, and a pygmy goat. That was a hoot. And this is like doing a dog show, you know, like the American Kennel Club, and you're trying to show a chicken or a pig. It was great fun. The leaders of each species were serving as judges, but they were also encouraging and teaching the contestants, making this a learning opportunity, not just criticism. 4-H parents and community volunteers helped set up the record book exhibits the day before the fair and all the displays in the main fair building. The garden, art, canning, and baking exhibits show off our collective creativity and skill to admire. I heard one lady saying, "I wish I could be a judge to taste all those pies." If she only knew how judges agonize over award choices, wanting to be fair and yet not discouraged. Just seeing those yummy-looking pies made my husband and I run over to the hospice booth to order a homemade slice and support another volunteer service. Thanks to the local Model Railroad Society volunteers for entertaining and teaching with their intricate display, and Latah County Search and Rescue volunteers for their service. Thanks to the Idaho National Guard for allowing the art and quilt shows to return to the armory at the fairgrounds, and to Blues Patcher volunteers who set up and take down the quilts and frames. Thanks to those fair board members who organized RV spaces and assignments, vendor sign-ups, booth divisions, recruit and schedule entertainment, publish the fair booklet, buy the ribbons, supervise setup and cleanup. These folks serve a 4-year term and start planning even before the dust settles. So I can't name everybody, but I can give you their fair board names: Henry Johnston, Maury Knott, Mike McGinty, James Gilder, Barb Jaworski, Shane Anderson, and Buck Wright. Anytime, and the fair manager, not to leave out, Annette Olson. So if you ever see these people, you can express your appreciation. You can also go to the Latah County Fair 2013 website and post commentary on what you loved and appreciated about the fair, and if you have any suggestions. We cannot undo or balance out the tragic negatives in our world, but we can shine a spotlight on the many positives and renew our focus forward to the future. So please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Sue, that was wonderful. I relived the whole thing. That was great.
I left out the elephant ears, but, you know.
Oh, good. That's right.